Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for coming by Laura's Creations and coming to see me this holiday season. And I'm going to hear some stuff here. Sorry about that. I have to put on my apron because I look like doo-doo. I want to be somewhat pleasant for you guys. And it probably won't stay, but all right. So, we're doing a swag. Remember, I bought all this stuff. Let me show you the box. I put everything in a box. I got a wreath, a swag, some stuff here that I've had, some other stuff. So, anyways, I'm not sure we're going to use all of that. I didn't think I made one yet. I did. It was in my stuff. But when I went to pick it up, see, that's it right there. It's beautiful. But this part of it over here fell off. So I have this and this that fell off. And some of the ornament in this. These three things fell off. And I want to add these holly leaves. I want to add these in here. So I think what I'm going to do is save these other things. Like this was going to be another one. And I split it up. But I may end up making another one with all of this stuff. So anyway, I've hooked this together with green pipe cleaners. And the one that's over here did not hold these. So we need to put them back in. So we need to put them, what's next? This one. Okay. I need to put it in here. So it's in with the rest of them. Put them in. Try to put it in with the rest of them. And I may have to, I don't want to really take it all apart, but I might have to. I can put it right there. Okay. So I can put it on that one and twist it in. Okay. So that one is in. So it's behind here. It's behind, so it matches the other one. We've got these ones on top. Then we've got the silver berries right here. And then underneath that, I have the red. So I need to put that in next underneath here. And that's got to get, and I think I'm going to put that one there. And just kind of like, instead of using a zip tie, I'm going to just hook it like that. And that, it makes it so it's not tight. That's the only problem. And I don't have darker zip ties. And then the white is in between these. You just kind of layer them. Okay. See how it falls? See, that's too heavy. I need to bring it up some more. And bring this up a little bit more. There we go. And then, oh man. Okay. Then we will take this one and just put it in there with the other one and just make it as tight as I can with arthritis thumbs. It's still bending. So, and we've got the greenery that I kind of put around it. And we've got this that goes in front. This goes down in front. So I think that's pretty good. I don't know how I did the other side. I always have one side that comes out better than the other one. It never fails. But we'll put that in there. It just needs to be tight. Okay. Now you can maneuver it a little bit. I don't know what that came from. The holly berries. See, I want to put that. I don't know if it'll fit. It might. Ouch. It does. Push it down into the other one. Okay, so let's, and you just put stuff down inside it. Okay. Those are berries. We'll move that. Move that and that. So that's perfect. And like I said, I want to add these other things in here. I don't know. I don't think that goes in there. But then I always lose the tip off of one of these things. I don't know where we lost it at. Oops, that goes. And I don't glue them because if I want to use them again, I can, you know, so I don't really glue them in anywhere, which, you know, could be a problem, but here it is. I'm like, where's the stick? Right there. Okay, so then you can take your greenery and move it upward. So one, it's hiding all those wires, and two, it's keeping it secure. So when it's hanging against the wall, it's going to be like this, right? Isn't that pretty? And I have a bow for the top of it, but I don't know what happened to it. And once it's on the wall, this stuff is not going to move. Like, I tried to get it to equal. Okay, so I have listen, my hand's in a way. Okay, so on this side of the candy cane, I have a silver ball right there. And here's the other one that's going to go on this side that I have to hook it to. So there. So this is going to be hanging on the wall like that. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. Okay. So now I want to put those holly leaves in here. And I'm probably going to do it. Let's lay this down. Oh yeah, I got to hang up the other snowflake that fell off. That's going to go on the bottom here. So there's the snowflake. See this snowflake? Okay, so now everything else is where it's supposed to be, and I want to put the holly on. So we need to cut the swag this off. And it looks like it's stuck on there. Okay. So here's the holly, and I want to put this like up on the top. Well, I'm not going to be able to put it on the top. I'm going to have to put it inward. Well, it's going to have to go in the back because it's wide. Okay. So we'll put it like it's sticking up like that, and we'll do the same for the other side over here. So we'll cut that. And put this on this other side. So the holly leaves are in there. And then when I hang this on the wall, I have a bow. I have no idea where it is. I think it is over on my wreath stuff. I had a bow that goes on top, but it really doesn't need one. You just stick up your greenery like that. So let me move my hand out of the way so you can see it. You see it? There. There's our Christmas swag. So again, let me put this down. Now I think I'm going to have to put another thing on here to hang it up, because yeah, I'm going to have to make another thing for it. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through real quick on how I started it. Okay, so you're going to get either a big one of these or a small one of these, and I don't have my scissors to cut these. So this one has, you just want to split it even. So I kind of put 3 and 3, and this is the extra, right? So I'll take that, and then you're going to put it, we'll just put it down. Okay. Just pretend that's not there. And we're going to kind of, so this is just the small part. Okay. This is the small part. So I kind of lay it out first. So here's my big things. We probably should start with the bigger things and then go in with the small ones. Okay, so we'll put that up there. Okay, so here's 2 of the, so this one is going to be probably about this big, right? Which is pretty good size. And if you have this tape, you can use this tape. If you have a twist tie, not a twist tie, a what's it called? Zip tie. I would zip tie this right here and right here at the ends where they meet, right? You do that, okay? This is coming off. I have to re-glue this because it doesn't want to stay. And these are bendable, so you can move them the way you want. Okay, so on the very bottom should be your garland. Okay. So I have a bow right here that's already made, and it's really pretty. So I think I'm going to do that to this. Let me move this. While I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to put that right here so it fits on there. Perfect. I didn't have to make one or nothing. And I have more ribbon right here that I was going to use, but this one. Now this one is the same thing as these things, and there's the same thing. If you have 2 sets, then use the 2 sets. If you don't, then you can cut them. Okay, which is what we'll probably do with that. Same with this one. We're going to cut it up, and we have 2 of these. Okay, even though they're a little different. And I think I have 2 of those. Okay. This one has a bell. This one doesn't. One has a present, one has a bell. And they don't have to be identical. But this is a 9-foot garland. And we don't need that much. So find the end. I have no idea where it is. You got to find the end. You could also make it into a wreath if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that. Okay. All right. There we go. So you just need as big as you want it. So I'll probably cut it right here. Right in the middle. I'll cut it right here. So I need my wire cutters. Okay. Which is hard to do with a bad hand. Which is really hard to do. I need my other snippers. Because these ones aren't going to work. Okay. You'll need some tools. There we go. Much easier. So I'll put that in the box. You need a pair of these wire cutters. Okay. So let's flatten this out. Now you can take the time and move all the branches flat. Okay, we'll do it real quick. Hold on a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, so I went and got my zip ties, and I flattened this out. See how it's flat? As you move the things open, you open it up. Here's the 2 zip ties. I just got these from, I think I got them from Dollar Tree, actually. So you just take one, and I laid these down, like I said, and you're going to take it underneath the greenery, the garland, and you're going to make it go with, there's 2 together, the piece, all 3. So you're going to have the greenery and the 2 and this side and the end of this side right there, and you can cut this off. You can do it now, or you can wait to do it after you've got them all in. It doesn't really matter. And I would use white ones or clear ones. These ones are clear, kind of clear white. I would use that kind so it kind of blends in. But as you decorate it, it's going to be blended in anyway. So you're going to put these through. Not at the end, but close to the end. See the end of this one, this side, is right here where my finger is. And you're going to put it up about a ½ inch. Okay. And try to have all of these ends go one way. So I've got them all going towards me. So I don't know if you can see. So now it's hooked to the greenery and everything. And I've kind of laid out everything else. So that's how you start it, okay? And then you're just going to get the rest of your stuff. Like I want these to go like down, like the middle. Like between here and here is the middle, right? So I want them in the middle to kind of hide that one, the end of my decorations here. Can you see that? I think you can. See, it's at the end of these decorations. And this one's going to go the opposite, but it's going to be like on top of that zip tie. Okay. And yes, these are two different items, but they're kind of the same. They're frosted the same. So you can take, I'm going to lay it here because I don't know if this is how I want it. So here's these other pieces that I cut up that was in that big long one. And you're going to stagger these through here, right? You're going to kind of stagger them through, and you're going to move those things around. Okay, so here's the other one, I think. And that one I might put like towards the end up here. Okay. Lay it out first to see how you're going to like it. And then this is going to go on top of that. On top of that. And then I have this and this. And you want to put, I'm kind of making it all go like on the other side of this, right? So let me put this one in. And the reason I'm not putting it together yet is I'm just showing you, because I'm not sure if that's how I want it, but I want to show you. So I got these two left. Those don't go on. This one does. I have 4 of these. And we'll put the other one up towards the front. Okay. And then these will go kind of like at the very end. At the very end down here. Okay. So these little bulb things are going to be kind of like background. So then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to set this kind of like that. Here's the other one that's going to be like in the middle, or towards the top actually, towards the top. And then we have this one that's going to go kind of in the middle. Okay. And then we have the 2 red ones that are going to go in the middle here. That's why it's easier to do when you lay it down. So there is all of the stuff. Now, I know that I'm not going to be able to pick this up. We're going to try, though. Let me see if I can try to pick it up to show you. Oh, I can. See? See how pretty that is? And then you have to do something in the middle, like a bow or whatever. And so I have 4 of these candy canes that are going to get hung off of it. And I thought I had 2 of these. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. But let's just make this a quick kind of bow. But I'm doing it real quick, but imagine it like fuller and a couple of them, couple of loops, whatever, loops. So you put that in the middle like that, right? And you can do this themed or not themed. This one's kind of more like candy, like Candyland kind of thing. So I'm going to go through my ribbons and see what I have. But see how pretty that is. I think it needs, well, it really doesn't need anything else, actually. You could fluff it up even more with more of these picks. If you had more of these picks, which I do not have. I used them in that. I have this one, but I don't have any other ones. Like you could have put this in the middle so it's more, filled up a little more. So that's why I'm not putting it together, is because I want to get some more picks, and I just have to find some next time I go to Walmart. I do have 2 of these bells that we can hang off of it. We can actually put in the middle, so they hang in the middle. And then these little candy canes, just take a hook, put 2, like one at the end, one here, one at the end, one here, and the bells go in the middle. It's going to be really cute. So that's how I do it. Am I a florist? No, not by any means, but I know it needs to be balanced. So you just figure out, get a bunch of these little picks, This garland that I cut, this is a 9-foot, and I actually have enough here to do, and I think probably 6 feet is left. Actually, it's pretty long now. It's pretty long. Like I could double this so it's thicker. This would be a perfect size one, swag to go over your door. Be perfect. So that's that. This is what I want to do with this one, is to put it up over my door. But I like to make them kind of gaudy and things hang off. So I only have so much room. So I can hang it above the door, but I have to put it up towards the ceiling. So these things don't hit the door when you open it and stuff. So I know that Dollar Tree still has these candy canes. I saw them there when I was there. And I know that their florals and stuff like that, if you can find them, is $1.75 this year. So if you can find them, spend $10 and get 4 or 5 of them. Like I want another one. I want 2 more of these, so they're in here. It's missing fullness. So I want to get 2 more of these. So I could put one here and one here. See, it looks so much fuller like that. So I'm going to leave this like that. Leave this here. This one is done. And so that's how you do it. And then you can take these, because you flattened them out, you can move them up and down so it looks fuller. So you can do that. So there you go. There's a quick how to make a swag. It's pretty easy. It's way easy. So we will see you again soon. Thanks, guys.